Hello guys, welcome to my channel Manzoor Mampad Traveler once again. Today I would like to introduce and describe some miracles which has happened out of our planet Earth in the Mars. The Ingenuity helicopter has flied 13 times over the earth for the first time in outer space. Ingenuity was designed and built by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory JPL. Other contributors include NASA Ames Research Center, NASA Langley Research Center, Aeroenvironment Inc., Solero, and Lockheed Martin Space. The helicopter had made 13 successful flights as of September 5, 2021. Ingenuity is operated by solar-charged batteries that power dual counter-rotating rotors mounted one above the other. During its 13th technology demonstration, Ingenuity was intended to fly up to 5 times at altitudes ranging 3, 5 m 10-16 feet above the ground for up to 90 seconds each. The expected lateral range was exceeded in the third flight, and the flight duration was exceeded in the fourth flight. With those technical successes, Ingenuity achieved its original objectives. The flights proved the helicopter's ability to fly in the extremely thin atmosphere of another planet or 100 million miles from Earth without direct human control. Ingenuity operates autonomously, preferring maneuver planned, scripted, and transmitted to it by JPL. After the brief demonstration phase, JPL then began more flights as operational demonstrations to show how aerial scouting can benefit future exploration of Mars and other worlds. In its operational role, Ingenuity is observing areas of interest for possible examination by the Perseverance rover. Ingenuity travels to Mars attached to the underside of Perseverance, which touched down at the Octavia E. Butler landing site in Jazera crater on February 18, 2021. The helicopter was deployed to the surface on April 3, 2021, and Perseverance drove approximately 100 meters, 330 feet away to allow the drone a safe buffer zone in which it made its flight. Success was confirmed 3 hours later in a live streaming TV feeds of JPL Mission Control. On its first flight, April 30, 2021, Ingenuity became the first interplanetary spacecraft whose sound was recorded by another interplanetary spacecraft, Perseverance. Ingenuity carries a piece of fabric from the wings of 1903 Wright Flyer, the Wright brothers' airplane used in the first controlled, powered, heavier than air flight on Earth. The initial takeoff and landing area of Ingenuity is named Wright Brothers Field as a tribute. Before Ingenuity, the first flight of any kind on a planet beyond Earth was an unpowered balloon flight on Venus. by the Soviet Vega first spacecraft in 1985. Design. The lower gravity of Mars, about a third of Earth's, on partially offsets the thinness of the 95% carbon dioxide atmosphere of Mars, thus making it much harder for an aircraft to generate adequate lift. The atmospheric density of the red planet is about 1 by 100 as that of the Earth at sea level, or approximately the same as 87,000 feet, an altitude never reached by existing helicopters. To keep Ingenuity aloft, its specially shaped blades of enlarged size must rotate at a speed at least 2400 and up to 2900 rpm, or about 10 times faster than what is needed on Earth. The helicopter uses contra-rotating coaxial rotors about 1.2 millimeter 4 feet in a diameter. Each rotor is controlled by a separate sueface that can affect both collective and cyclic pitch. There are two cameras on board: the downward-looking black and white navigation camera NAV, and the color camera to make terrain images of return to Earth. Although it is an aircraft which constructed to spacecraft specification in order to endure in acceleration and vibrations during launch, it also includes radiation-resistant systems capable of operating in the environment of Mars. The inconsistent Mars magnetic field precludes the use of a compass for navigation, so Ingenuity relies upon different sensors grouped into assemblies. All sensors are commercial of the shell unit. The upper sensor assembly with associated vibration isolation elements, it is mounted on the mast close to the center of mass of the vehicle to minimize the effect of angular rates and accelerations. It consists of a cell phone grade Bosch BMI 160 inertial measurement unit IMU and an inclinometer Maratha SCA 100TD02, which is used only on the ground prior to flight to calibrate the IMU accelerometers places. The lower sensor assembly consists of an altimeter, means Graham liter light V3, both of the cameras, and a secondary IMU, all mounted directly onto the electronics core module and on the mast. The down-facing Omnivision OV7251 camera supports visual odometry, in which images are processed to produce navigation solutions that calculate helicopter position, velocity, altitude, and other variables. The helicopter used solar panels to recharge its batteries, which are 6 Sony Li ion cells with 3540 weighs 130-140 kg of energy capacity. Nameplate capacity of 2 AH. Flight duration is not constrained by the available power, but by the motor's healing up 1 degree centigrade every second. The helicopter used a Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor with a Linux operating system, among other functions. This processor controls the visual navigation algorithm via a velocity estimator derived from terrain features tracked with the navigation camera. The Qualcomm processor is connected to two flight control microcontrol units (MCUs) to perform the necessary flight control functions. The telecommunication system consists of two identical radios with monopole antennae which support the data exchange between the helicopter and the rover. The radio link is built upon the low power Zigbee communication protocols implemented via 914 MHz Cflex 02 chipsets mounted in both the rover and helicopter. The communication system is designed to relay data at 250 kilobytes over distance of up to 1000 meter, 3300 feet. Antenna located on the solar panel of the helicopter weighs 4 grams and may communicate equally all directions. That is all about the designing process of this helicopter. Thank you for listening me. Manzoor Mampad Travelog. Bye.